Hey guys, Caden here from Authority Airsoft, and today we're going to be talking about a flat hop-up on a basic M4 variant. We're going to be doing an install as well as a side-by-side comparison of a flat hop versus a regular hop-up unit. Okay, so before we jump into anything else, if you haven't seen my previous video on hop-up in general, you should probably go watch that before continuing on this, just so you know the basics of hop-up. If you haven't, I'll go ahead and I'll link it right here in the video, right there. Okay, so going on. What I have bought to perform a flat hop installation on my gun is I bought a Promi Purple bucking for my G&G rifle. I bought the new Mazu flat hop nub with the roller bar. Very important to get a roller bar as well. And then of course the ProWin hop up unit in general. I'm just swapping out the plastic one. You don't have to get this. I just prefer this hop up because it seems to be much better than anything else that I've ever tried in airsoft. So before we actually go out there and install it, let's go ahead and go shoot my gun right now with the standard hop up on it and see what kind of groupings we can get from 50 feet. Then after that we'll install it and then we'll go back and shoot again from 50 feet and see if our groupings get any better. Okay guys, so this was the shooting test with no flat hop done on the gun at 50 feet. You'll be able to see that my groupings were okay, but not as good as when I did do the flat hop. Okay guys, so going on to the installation portion of this video. If you don't want to watch this and you just want to skip to the flat hop shooting test, go ahead and skip to the Mark 822. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is you're just going to need to take off your factory stock hop up unit from your gun. There are going to be a couple of parts that you're going to want to keep from this, so keep marking them as I say so. First thing is that barrel spacer right there. You're going to want to keep that. That's going to come in handy later. You're going to need that for the ProWin as well. Then you're going to want to go ahead and you're going to want to keep your hop-up spring. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to take off the factory bucking. You can either use this bucking as the flat hop bucking or use the one that I recommend. Either way, I would suggest keeping this bucking. You might want to use it on another gun sometime. For me, it's a G&G green bucking, and they're very good, so I suggest keeping them. So then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take out the Prometheus Purple, the bucking that I suggest using for hop up. It's in a lot of different packaging, so you're going to have to watch me struggle for a second to open it. Sorry about that. Okay. So that's the nub that came with it. You're going to want to go ahead and keep that nub that comes with your bucking if you do go ahead and buy Prometheus. So now for the most tedious and time-consuming part of this whole thing, and it's just more of a pain than anything. You're going to want to hurry and take this bucking and turn it inside out. So I fast-forwarded through this for you guys, so that way you do not have to sit there and watch me painstakingly struggle to get this bucking inside out. It can be really hard, so I just suggest having lots of patience and going ahead and using some real nose pliers, but being very careful at the same time to make sure you don't rip or tear or make a hole in your bucking, because if you do, it's over. So as you can see, I did eventually get it to where it's inside out. Sorry, you can see I was videoing on my phone, but I have somehow lost the video or I wasn't recording, so you guys won't get that view that I was hoping you guys would get right there. So sorry about that. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and start to Dremel off all the ridges and factory stock things that are on there to make the bucking completely flat. So you're going to want to take off the little ridge that is for the barrel slot, as well as the nub, or not the nub, but the ridge that also creates the hop up in the bucking when you push down on it with the nub. And I want to take off both of those little imperfections so that it's a perfect flat hop up. So that way you can slide it on to the barrel, and when the flat hop nub
comes in contact with it, you don't have another little tiny piece of regular hop-up coming down and creating a weird effect to ruin or essentially make this pointless. Okay, so there I finally did complete it. I have shaved off all the little ridges and marks on the bucking to make it completely flat all the way around. Just use the Dremel sanding tool and it's great. Right here I'm just inspecting to make sure that it's totally back and good. Then you're going to want to go ahead and flip it back to the right side outward. I know you have to do it again, but this is a lot easier than flipping it inside out. For me, I just went ahead and grabbed the lip on the bucking and started pushing through as much as I could until it came out to be about like that. From there I took it off the pliers, and as you can see, just went ahead and used my fingers to get it the rest of the way from inside out back to normal. So then I went ahead and I just reinserted that onto my barrel. And what I did is I just made sure by twisting it around and checking it over a couple of times to make sure I got it on a perfectly factory stock flat area, not where I actually shaved looking through the window. Okay, then we're going to want to go ahead and get out the Numazu Firefly bucking that we bought. You're going to want to go ahead and cut that with some nice razor blades. You're going to want to do a cut on one side out by the little wing, and then the other cut you're going to want to do kind of in on the other side, the opposite side. I should also mention that. You're going to want to do it in by the little ball that the actual arm from your hop-up will be touching. And this will make it so it will fit your hop-up chamber a lot better. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and install the roller bar inside the Numazu bucking. Basically, just makes it easier. I mean, not easier, but it makes it a little bit more sturdy on the inside of there, so it's not able to collapse. And it just grants it easier for the hop-up arm to push it down onto the bucking. So from there, you just go ahead and you reassemble a Pro-Win. I do not do that in this video for the sake of time, but if I get enough likes or comments or requests, I can do a video on how to install a Pro-Win hop-up. It's not very hard at all, just a little bit different than a normal hop-up. It's super easy. Okay guys, now this will be the shooting test with flat hop from 50 feet away as well. As you can see, my groupings are a lot better and more center on the target. I also noticed that the 3-round burst, now that I do have flat hop, are having the bullets nearly go through all the same hole. I'm very impressed with this.
Okay guys, so there you go. That basically is how you install, and those are the shooting tests. Basically what I would have to say if I were to give a review on this product on whether or not to flat hop or stay regular, it's really something that you can decide whether or not to do based on how accurate your gun is right out of the box. If your gun is super accurate right out of the box, don't even worry about it. But if your gun was kind of like mine, where it's barely hitting that plate most of the time, and most of them aren't even tagging it at all or clinking, then you should definitely go for this. It's a cheap way, without having to replace an inner barrel, to go ahead and give your gun a little bit of more accuracy. And on those 3-round bursts that I was doing at my actual target, it's full auto, groupings are very good. And I was experiencing a little bit of wind today also. As far as I can tell, I think flat hop is definitely a good option for many people. Anyway, go ahead, and if you like this video, if you want to see other content, give it a like. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes today. Also, if you want to, go ahead and subscribe. You'll get a lot of future content coming out. And thank you guys for watching. Catch you next time.